we are recording. If you could start by saying and spelling your first and last name as you would like it to appear on air.
Jamie Dalton, Jamie Dalton.
And then just flip it in. So Jamie, what is your job? What is your world?
So my name's Jamie Dalton, and I run a show on YouTube called Aquarium Info. So on that show, we create custom aquariums, whether that be themed to a Minecraft game or a Lego build or themed to axolotls or fish or turtles. We create a custom acrylic tanks for our animals in the studio.
And how did you fall into creating this? And my understanding is you have quite a following with kids in particular. So
Yeah.
how did this happen?
We started creating fish tank videos during the pandemic. So during 2020, like many other people, I wanted to pick up a hobby. And I grew up with fish. My boyfriend at the time and I had a fish tank together. And so I really wanted to get into aquascaping. So I started a 10-gallon cherry shrimp tank. And we filmed the process of setting up that fish tank and put it on Facebook. And it went viral. Our first video did really, really well. And I think during the pandemic, a lot of people had an appetite for restorative, therapeutic content. So there wasn't a script, there wasn't any storytelling or talking. It was just kind of setting up a fish tank to classical music or relaxing music. And that was 4 years ago, and now we're kind of more catered towards kids, family friendly. We write a script, it's a bit more entertainment based. So there has been an evolution from kind of just the initial aquascaping setup process to now building kind of some crazy, wacky ideas like a washing machine fish tank or piano fish tank, or getting a bit more creative with the homes in which we create for our animals.
Well, and some of those, I mean, we were looking at these before we started recording. You showed some videos where you turned your spare bedroom essentially into a jungle, and another time you turned it into a desert. Where did those ideas come from, and why? What does that help for your audience, your young audience?
I think when we think about our audience on YouTube, it's important to put yourselves in their shoes. And a lot of kids are obsessed with their bedroom, I think because it's their world. And I remember being a kid and finding that to be my safe space. And so one video we did prior to the bedroom video series was turning my bed itself into a fish tank. So we replaced that mattress and we built an acrylic, the same size as a twin mattress, an acrylic fish tank, and had that in my bedroom. And kids loved that video. And so that kind of spun off the idea of transforming the entire bedroom into a unique space that a kid would really find cool. And so that then bled into the jungle video that we did, turning our bedroom into an ecosystem, and then a desert. And those have been the most challenging videos. But every time I meet a kid, a fan in the wild, they always bring up those videos and they always want to know, is it still up? And I'm like, I don't know, it's not. Like some of those videos we had to take down, we had up for a couple months as like an experiment and took them down due to mold or due to just kind of the process of keeping it up is so challenging. So I always tell kids in the comments, don't try this at home, but it's really cool to watch.
In that same vein, as we were talking, we also talked about how there's a lot of science education, because keeping pets is not just a, hey, let's feed it and move on. There is science to any type of pet you keep. Talk about how you sort of sneak the science in.
Yeah, I do view Aquarium Info as the top of the funnel for kids to learn a bit more about science, technology, and we do a lot of building, so engineering and math as well, with what comes in building a fish tank stand, for example, where you house the fish tank itself. So we have a microscope that we use in a lot of the episodes to show the microscopy of the different organisms that live in freshwater or saltwater, or different things we find in our fish tank while we're cleaning a fish tank. So trying to show that having an animal, having a fish is a lot of work, but it is also fun, and there's a lot of layers to it. So there's a lot to discover when you are fish keeping or have a turtle, for example. So trying to kind of educate but also entertain through our videos is our North Star.
And you also indicated that you just did a build for an axolotl, Minecraft.
Yes.
Help us understand that, and why are axolotls so popular?
Yeah, I think kids love games and they love Minecraft specifically. It's one of the most popular games among youth, but also on YouTube as just a theme, as a platform, as a trend on the platform. So a lot of trending videos were showcasing Minecraft, and similar to what I've been hearing today, a lot of like 13, 14, 15-year-old children, kids, they like to watch people playing games, playing Minecraft. And so we thought, why not apply Minecraft to our niche? So a lot of our success has come through identifying what's trending on the platform or in the real world and applying that to fish keeping. So we then learned that axolotls exist in Minecraft. And a lot of kids didn't realize that axolotls existed in real life. They just thought, oh, axolotls are in Minecraft and that's a game. So we saw a lot of success early on with building Minecraft in real life for our axolotls. And one of our recent videos that we launched last week was building Minecraft in real life for my axolotl. And so we 3D printed a hyper-realistic map from the game, and underneath was a lush cave, which is where axolotls spawn in the game. And kids love that. I think it's really cool to bridge the gap between games and what kids are familiar with, and then also aligning it with what we're passionate about. And it's a really interesting way to, again, be the top of the funnel for kids and different animals and the aquarium hobby, and then inspiring them to come here to a place like Prue's Pets and learn more about what it actually takes to keep that animal on their own in their own home.
So when you were growing up, did you ever think, I'm going to be a YouTube video star talking about aquariums and pets?
No, I never saw myself being a YouTuber or even being in the space of the aquarium hobby. I was mentioning this earlier too. Anyone that knows me and grew up with me, my mom, my sisters, they're always just shocked. They're like, how did you get here? And I'm like, I don't know. It's just something that's kind of been catapulting, and we've really been lucky to find our footing in this niche and create videos that we love and our audience really loves as well. But if you would have asked me even 5-10 years ago, I would have never guessed that I would be here creating YouTube videos for over 5 million people. It's crazy.
So obviously you go out in the wild, as you said. Tell me your favorite story of meeting a kid that has been watching your videos and that interaction.
I would say one common theme that I find super rewarding when I'm in the wild meeting different people who watch the show is actually hearing from parents. And a lot of parents come up to us and actually thank us for creating educational content that's also entertaining and inspiring to that young child. And I think there's a lot of videos on YouTube that don't necessarily take that angle. I think kids are watching YouTube like TV, so there's a lot to choose from. There's a lot of information and entertaining content out there, but it really makes me happy when a parent comes up to us and thanks us for creating high quality educational content. And a lot of kids, for better or worse, spend a lot of time on screens. And so being a better option or a better choice that a parent really believes in and can see the value in is really inspiring to me. So it's not so much, it is amazing hearing from the kids obviously as well, but hearing from the parents is really amazing and really encourages me to keep going and make good content that's educational for the younger generation.
Okay. I want to make sure I think I read this. You won like a Kids' Choice Award? Or?
Yeah, we actually were fortunate enough, Nickelodeon commissioned a tank for the Kids' Choice Awards. So it was SpongeBob's 25th anniversary this year, and so they wanted to work with select creators who had done SpongeBob themed content on YouTube. And we've done SpongeBob content. We built Bikini Bottom in a fish tank many years ago. It was one of our first breakout videos on the platform. And so we thought, how cool would it be to recreate this, but now with all the knowledge we have and the storytelling that we can do. And we built a 12-foot long fish tank with friends in LA who are acrylic manufacturers. And we designed it, 3D printed the houses from Con Street, Bikini Bottom, and had fake jellyfish in the tank, and kids loved it. It was really cool, and really cool to do something off-site, outside of the studio, somewhere new in LA at the Kids' Choice Awards. And we got to attend, which was so surreal because I grew up watching the Kids' Choice Awards, like I'm sure many other kids out there. And so it was really cool to actually be there and see the event come to life and have a piece that we created be there.
Is there anything I didn't ask you that you think is really important? This is my favorite question, and it often gets the best response.
Yeah, I think, one question or comment I get a lot too is that people want to do this too. Like they want to start a YouTube channel and they want to create videos. And it's very hard, but it's very rewarding. So I always recommend start and just don't be afraid and create a YouTube video of something you're passionate about, put it out there and see how it goes and keep going. I think knowing why you're doing it is really important. For me, what really inspires me is our audience and young kids, kind of mostly young girls too, seeing that women can build and you can create as well, and don't be afraid of picking up a hammer or a drill and kind of crafting something yourself. So know what motivates you and then just give it a shot and create something for yourself and then for your viewers.